you're short term, you could be like, hey, great, we're gonna optimize this metric, we're gonna reduce this issue, time to resolution, time to handle,
Yep.
first call resolution, all these classic things that people on this call know much more than I do about. Right. And that's great. Like we should totally do all those things. And it's good, to show ROI to your boss or your CFO. But in the long run, if your organization isn't making your service better or product better, you are creating a long-term blind spot for the organization where somebody else is going to jump in.
Yep.
So I think one of the things that appeals, I can't speak for CFOs, but to CEOs, one thing that appeals a lot is competition.
Yep.
That's like nobody wants you're in a
Yeah.
CEOs don't get where you're at if you're not competitive. And you don't want to lose, right? And so you're like, how do I avoid losing? So I would plant the seed that way, which is about, not losing. The other thing I think is interesting is even when you present to your boss, like I've seen support presentations, customer support, and I've seen like the dashboard with the metrics and all those kind of, it's fine, like whatever. But I always tell people, tell me like three stories. Tell me about three humans
Yep.
that, and I think you could proactively do that when you're meeting with your management of like, yeah, here's the dashboard, but here's three stories, even if it's just three quotes.
Yeah, I mean, we really try and talk about if Maestro is successful and with your help and some of our other advisors helps and the customers on this calls help. We really want to elevate anecdotes and stories as the primary thing, and we're too oriented around the numbers right now. And like the way you described it, it's like it's unusual. Like we lead with these dashboards, and we stories are an afterthought, and we think like the stories need to be so much more front and center to really make sure you understand the holistic part of the problem, because any single metric is like a slice of the issue, but a story is the picture that you can visualize.